for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neil Rule, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Big D! 7 in a row, baby. Let's go.
7 in
right
a row.
Wing.
Absolutely. Ton of stuff to get to here today as well. Top 5 Wednesday, top 5 Super Bowl foods at your Super Bowl party. So we'll get into that as well.
That's still going on?
It is.
Okay. I forgot.
We're going to discuss that, by the way, because I think it's time to talk about it. I have 2 discussions I want to do on it.
Yeah, and I think that the whole point that I was making is that, and I know somebody said to me, you've never been in a Super Bowl. Why'd you feel that way? But it feels a little like, even like last year, it feels a little, I don't know, is it going on? We're not involved, so should I watch? But I'm sure I'll be locked in.
Yeah, second hour, we'll get to that. Yes, we are. Woodward Sports chat thread. Jump into that, by the way. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. If we don't talk about the Red Wings for the first hour, what are we even doing? We're not going to talk about it for the whole hour because that has proven to not
shut the whole station
yeah,
down.
that has proven to not be good for viewership. But we are going to address them, no doubt about it. Chase in the sound booth, Chase Lounge.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I mean, I think KG's doing some stuff in the back, so just, get in where you fit in and step up and, play your role. So,
all right, like Too Short said, get in where you fit in. All right, Spencer Raxter.
Hello.
Got the Mo Sider jersey on.
I do.
Good goal last night.
Good goal last night from the guy.
No, absolutely. But
Spenny hat trick last night.
Mm-hmm.
Bergie, Raymond, and Mo.
Yep.
Those are all Spenny guys.
Boys are showing out.
All Spenny guys. Thank God they got him out of Sweden before Easy got over there.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Tammy Chin in the chat. Good morning, Darren, Neil, KG, and Spencer. I'll throw Chase Lounge in there. Good morning to you too, Tammy. I hope your dad's feeling better. I know your dad's going through it right now. So shout out to you, and we're thinking about you, no doubt. FJ 1967. Morning, Big D Energy and chat. Good morning, everyone. Jump into that super chat, just like Tev Sauce did on command, as a matter of fact. Tev Sauce, after E&E yesterday, it's become increasingly clearer this show and the heavyweights carry the whole network. I can't speak to that. I live in my bubble. Anytime Spike is doing an emo show on heavies, I will tap in. Anytime they do a 50-hour broadcast or whatever, even if Spenny tries to slander my name, I'm still gonna be in there watching it. I am, but I can't speak to that.
Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. You're talking about things that the heavyweights do with the heavyweight show. So for me, whenever they don't talk sports, not that they're not knowledgeable on it, well, that Easy's on there, so I take it back. Spenny's on there.
Spenny's on there,
But the fact is, it's all the in-between. It's the funnest show. So if you haven't checked it out 5 to 7,
check it out.
Check it out. Like Spenny, you got a sick stash because of there.
Yeah.
Boys got sick haircuts. I mean, you got a gimp running around every now and then. I mean, there's a lot you just never know. You never know. That's what I love about it.
It is fun, no doubt.
It's always a good time.
It's fun.
Paul Feinbaum haircuts and whatnot. It is. It's a lot of fun.
That's
no
what
doubt.
they were going. Is that what Nick was going for? The Paul Feinbaum
Yeah,
look
he was
like
talking
contest?
a lot about Alabama. It was pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was really good, as a matter of fact. Just some breaking news before we hit the air, literally minutes before we hit the air. The Pistons made a trade. They have acquired Kenyon Martin Jr. from the Philadelphia 76ers, as well as 2 second-round draft picks as well.
And we got Rob Beard here, breaks it down a little bit. He says, my understanding of the cap gymnastics that have to be done, that the Pistons use their $14 million in cap space first, then the KJ Martin move can be done with the room. So he expects something else to be done at the deadline.
Absolutely, and that was going to be my point about it as well. He has no guaranteed cash next year. So there's nothing on the books. They literally took him and took 2 second-round picks for it. Backing up to what Rod Beard said is the Pistons do have their mid-level exception. And look, This is the one thing the NBA doesn't do a good job of because of that look on D-Mac's face right there.
No, you'll be impressed because I actually read up on this because I was going to say, holy cow, in the NBA, it's sort of like, I don't know, online or maybe the casino or like the gambling, like it reminded me of the boost in the bets, right?
Yes.
If you spend this much, then you get to access this other spot. You've done it. You did. Proud
D-Mac.
I know. You got to spend this money to get access to this money, and if you don't, then it goes away. It's sort of like anybody who's a gambler and has a player's card or whatever. It's like your bonus,
your bonus
your
money.
Bonus bet. Or
D-Mac,
like
I've been sitting here this morning on my drive in from the gym because that's when the news broke. On my drive over, I was sitting here trying to think of like a common man explanation to the mid-level exception. The geeks know it. I'm sure, so DNC knows it and stuff like that, but the common fan doesn't.
Even more to it, right? When the analogy of the bonus bet, right? You can see if you go down there and put your card in and access it and start it up, you can get $50 free play, right? So
boom.
You spend
but you
the
spend your money
million,
first.
You can get access to 8. But if you don't get it in 24 hours or 48 hours, then it's off the books.
Absolutely. So, yes.
Spend 14 to get worth 22 worth.
I love this, too. Skydog 722. Neil, it was no needle move. Skydog, it's not over yet.
Yeah, trade deadline's like
tomorrow, 4 o'clock.
Yeah. And how many times... So how many times when there is a team like the Pistons in this situation where, like, that's where the bank is? Pretty much, let's say that's where the bank is because that's where, like, you have to go through transactions. How many of you do transactions early, not up to the last minute? Bank ain't closed till 1 o'clock on Saturday. You got to get in there by 12:30.
Correct. That's it. That's absolutely it. Adie's 401, his dad was solid. Kenyon Martin Jr. has Michigan roots. He does. No, he does, as a matter of fact. But I wouldn't get too attached to him. Like, I don't think he's calling Mark White, Spenny.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. But we'll see what happens. Kiazi, did the Pistons get better is $1 million question. They got 2 second-round picks for nothing. So, I mean, yeah.
Now, I'm on fire right now. Can
yes.
I keep going? Now, these second-round picks that we got, don't worry about it because these are never going to be players. This is just put in the pot to sweeten the deal to send it off to get somebody else, right? These are pot sweeteners.
I mean, they could be.
Or they could be lottery
tickets.
I thought second-round picks don't make it.
Except for,
except
Nikola Jokic.
Unless your last name's James.
Yeah. Nikola Jokic was a second-round pick during a Taco Bell commercial.
Shout out to Quesarito.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
I love that's Spenny's memory from that.
I'm sorry.
Quesarito slap.
I've never had one.
Hey.
It was good.
I'm sorry. Did I miss the GM statue in Denver? Is that who got him? Second round?
Correct. Yeah. Yep. Correct. But yeah, so it's out there.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Wow. Things. February. What's the date today? The 5th. Mm-hmm. Things I learned today.
Happy birthday to my wife, by the way. It is my wife's birthday today. Yep. So, interesting fact.
That's ironic. Both our baby mamas are born on the same day.
Really?
Yeah. Today. Yep.
All right. That's it. That is interesting. I'll have to tell her that one.
Yep.
You know what's interesting too? My birthday's March 15th. So she's, what is that?
Ides?
Yeah. So she's, I think, like 34 days or whatever that is, older than I am. I always tell her that.
Nice.
Cougar hunting.
Going after the young
Cougar hunting, Spenny.
Yeah.
That's how you're
I just, I got that Riz. What do you got,
You're
Chase?
the 15th of March?
What's that?
You're the 15th of March?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm the 10th, so right around the same time. So.
There it is. My son is the 13th.
Nice.
So there's that as well. So yeah, man, it's that's pretty funny. I always ask her what it's like to be this old for the next like 34 days or whatever it is. Like, you got any tips? For when I reach your age? Is there anything you recommend I do?
Wait till she friggin' pumps that Social Security check in your face before you get yours, if it's around. But.
No, absolutely. Real cream of wheat. We should have gotten SGA. Well, who knows?
You never know.
Smenny?
Yeah.
Nobody's immovable. Doughboy Steve, happy birthday, Mrs. Rule. Yes, absolutely. Peaceful Tim, second-round picks are what built the Patriots dynasty. Alex Cobb, good to see you in here. I'm looking forward to your work. Neil, if Javi hits 20 home runs, you should get a Baez City Connect jersey. No, I am getting if he's on this opening day roster, I'm getting a Baez t-shirt. I am. and I'll put it in the rotation because, hey, somebody likes him, right? My organization's telling me he's useful, though he's been the worst everyday player in the history of baseball last year. Not last year, not in the last decade, ever. Ever. Yes, ever. So, hey, if he's good enough, right? If that's good enough for you, then I'll wear a T-shirt and I'll support it.
The away fan. That's so Neil. All the birthdays in a week. Efficient. No muss, no fuss.
Yeah.
Easy.
You can reuse supplies, you know.
There's a lot of balloons going up to the castle.
Yes, absolutely. That is pretty funny. All right, but we're going to get into it. We're definitely going to talk some Red Wings when we come back. But D-Mac, I have to call you out. And you and I are friends. And you don't see us have like a lot of animosity on the air, which kind of runs counter to this, this genre of what we're in, but it still works because we have a very good relationship. But for the first time that I can remember, because you are the minister of accountability, you and I have had some of the same struggles in life, different but the same, the same concepts. Yes. We've talked about it before. But D-Mac, I have to call you out because last night your television viewing habits, you were something that you told me that you were freeing yourself from. You said you were done with it. You said, all right, I know. I'll paraphrase what you said yesterday. You essentially told me, I know Oak Island is bullshit, Neil. I've come to your side of the fence.
I don't think I
know
said
Oak Island is
bullshit. I don't
bullshit. No, I'm paraphrasing.
You're paraphrasing.
It's not a quote. I'm not
right,
quoting you.
Let me show you people how you deal with this tone. And yes, as I left here as my witness, Chase, were you here in the room when I said this? And I said, my apathy for Oak Island is where the Tigers and the Wings were at. And you know what? I'm not feeling it right now. They've been carrying me on. And Neil, you might have a point. And then you said, and he said, you're going to watch tonight? And I said, I don't know. I got the Wings game to watch. You said, that's not on till 10. And I said, well, then I'll dial in. And you know what? I dialed in last night, and Neil, for your information, we found a new void. The sand at the bottom, I think it's around the curve. You know what? We got a few more episodes this season and stuff like that. So just like my apathy for the sports teams had waned, I'm back in. And you know what? Thank God Oak Island fired me up and got the Wings going in Seattle, and there it is, Oak Island. So yesterday, as I left here as the Minister of Accountability, yes, my tank was as empty as it's ever been on Oak Island. But last night, people, redemption, because all I needed to see was that sand in the muck with, the pieces of wood too. So we got a carbon date. We'll give testing back in a bit and stuff like this. So make sure, 9 o'clock, History Channel, dial it in, especially, we'll give you this. It does not have more importance than a Red Wings hockey game at this moment. So
all right.
I will give you that if you want to see it's moved down. But I'm back, Neil. So disregard any emotion that I showed yesterday morning. How's that? Chase, what's your dad's name?
He goes by Chet.
Chet?
Yeah.
Chet, you and me, bud. You and me. Don't let the rest of Mama Jan's in on it too. We're all good. It's been rough for us, you know what I mean? But we're Lions fans, we're Detroit sports fans, we're resilient. So Laginas, keep working hard. Michigan boys.
All right, Woodward Sports Chat there before we go to the break. Mac Walker Jr. in the Super Chat. Happy birthday, Mrs. Tone. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Chuckle Cheese. Spenny, I want you to keep track of this one.
Okay.
If he hits 20 home runs, I'll get a Javi tattoo. You jumping in on that?
No. You're not allowed.
Anywhere you want. You don't have to do inner thigh.
Matt. No.
My body's sacred.
No, I can't wait to see where he's going to put that golf tattoo next year. Or the Dan Camp, like those that, no.
Inner thigh.
I will not allow you.
I'll have to level up on the line. I'll have to triple up on the Lions one next year.
I'll let Spike, you can shave, no Javi Baez tattoo. If the Tigers win the World Series with Javi Baez, then I'll let you reconsider.
A Woodward Sports Chat thread. Robert Colosia, the councilman. Neil, did you pick your wife up a new cheese grater for her birthday Valentine's Day combo? That's efficient. I like that. I like that a lot. No, she There's one of the local pastry shops that makes a bumpy cake that she likes. So I'm gonna slide in there on the way home. Yeah.
Oh,
Bumpy
man,
cake's
I
so
might have
good.
to get a Sanders later.
Yeah. So that's
Bumpy cake
that's
is
going to be the
Michigan
move.
Staple.
I do catch a break.
I might have to change my Super Bowl list.
She doesn't like Valentine's Day, so we opt out.
Nice.
Yeah. No, I
get that.
listen.
It's just the way she is, man.
I am married to somebody who loves Christmas trees and decorations, but hates
She does
every
like
other
that.
hates every
That's
other
it.
holiday.
Man,
And not like even the Christmas.
our
thing,
significant
but
others
like-
are very similar.
Yeah.
We've exchanged videos of the Christmas setup before. Where we're like, Jesus, man.
Right? No, I mean meticulous.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, let's take the first break. When we come back, we're getting into the Red Wings, and there's a bunch of stuff I want to bring up. People talking about that they watch Oak Island. I'm going to ignore those.
Yeah,
and
there you
move
go.
on.
See, that's it. Don't. Hey, listen.
Sabbath Coffee, please.
Sabbath Coffee Roasters, delicious locally roasted specialty coffee dropped off right at your doorstep. Use code word Woodward to get 25% off your first subscription order at SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com. And I say it all the time, support local. That's important. Michigan companies, Michigan-made stuff. Sabbath Coffee Roasters is that. So support a local company, support Sabbath Coffee Roasters. SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
What's up, everybody? Neil Rule for Woodward Merch. That's right, shop.woodwardsports.com. Get playoff ready, everybody. Yes. Red Wings, Pistons, baseball, basketball. We got a whole new revamped line of Detroit sports wearables at shop.woodwardsports.com. Get in there, everybody. And let's go. It's a playoff push. Shop.woodwardsports.com. All right, speaking of pushing, we're pushing here. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Excuse me, Neil Rule, Darren McCarty. We have the Chase Lounge in for KG, Spencer Raxter as well. For some reason, everybody wants to talk about Oak Island and tattoos. Lloyd Bryant, haven't they dug up all of Oak Island? Lloyd, you would think so.
You would think so.
But
on
these
the
suckers
surface,
keep
but
coming
what
back.
have we learned, people, and what are we learning
Nothing.
more? That it's not up there. It's either in the water or in the planet. So there's caverns. I mean, we're unlocking different caverns and stuff. I don't know if it's from treasure hunters, if there's treasure, or maybe it's aliens. Who knows? But we're going to find out. They keep digging.
Treasure aliens.
Treasure aliens. You never spend it. Who knows?
Yeah, that's fair.
Who knows? Keep digging. Yeah, all you got to do is, for everyone who hasn't checked it out, just Google Curse of Oak Island or Oak Island. Get in the rabbit hole. And the best part, here's the thing. The Laginas own vineyards and stuff up in Traverse City. So they're local guys and all the money behind it.
I think they've done some like treasure hunting in Lake Michigan as well,
Oh, yeah,
looking for like
all
Great,
over, dude.
Great Lakes gold.
Just get on that history app, bro. There's a lot of stuff. Anyways, Neil, what about tattoos?
Thank God.
Tattoos.
I'll talk about
agree.
anything else. Yeah. Woodward Sports chat thread. How about this one? Jonesy, if Javi Baez wins World Series MVP, I'll get a Javi Baez whole body tattoo over my entire body.
That's aggressive.
That is aggressive.
Robert Closey also said the 16 teardrop tattoo is still the best. It's my favorite, too. I can't wait for that one, Spenny.
Oh, Super Bowl. Is that
Right,
was
going
that,
down the side of your eye,
was
right?
that-
Nope.
I thought it was at the back of his ear.
I thought it was the inner thigh.
Wasn't it the 16
no.
teardrop or
It
what?
was, it was originally 16 behind the ear, but that was a 1-year thing.
Oh,
and they
okay.
did
So
it.
that, is there
Oh,
any
we're changing rules
There
now.
was no
No,
rules
that-
changed.
rules?
It was
are
if
not,
they won the Super Bowl that
technically,
year.
This was a seasonal.
Yes.
These are seasonal bets.
Yes.
That's how HR has them written down.
That's why we'll have to rework it.
I can go into the back office if I can, get Maz to let me in to look. But they are filed away, seasonal bets. So I'm just interested what the next bet. What
Have to
if
think
I was
something.
going to say, Spenny, what team in the front of your mind is closest for you to put a tattoo bet on?
For a championship?
Is that what the?
That's what it was. Yeah, it would be the Lions.
Because then I say that because, and I don't want to segue into that, but there is a Sparty basketball team that is playing very well.
Not recently.
Well.
Yeah.
Those fortunes were reversed on the West Coast trip.
So we don't have to worry about that one.
No,
but you will come up with something, won't you?
Yeah, we'll think of something.
So is Dan Campbell one on the thighs out?
Dan Campbell one, that one's out. That was this year.
You want to renew it?
Well, we'll have to think of something. I'll see what happens because it was Dan Campbell wearing the Applebee's hat, so obviously that would have been specific.
It's
to
early.
This year.
We'll figure that out. We'll get there, no doubt. Remember that one, though. That was Jonesy.
Yes.
Whole body Javi Baez tattoo. KG, you're back in the building.
I am. Sorry, we had to do an emergency, Woodward Pistons broadcast about the KJ Martin deal. So, shout out to Trajan already cooking. But, yeah, a whole body tattoo of Javi. What the fuck did I walk into?
Yeah.
We're leaving, so don't concern yourself with it. We are
Don't
exiting that
worry.
highway.
Hey, we'll be
no parts of
celebrating World Series championship.
Real quick,
After watching.
real quick before we get into the Red Wings stuff, just to get you up to date on the NBA trade deadline. If you were just joining the show, the Pistons traded for Kenyon Martin Jr. from the 76ers. He has no guaranteed money past this year. The Pistons also received 2 second-round draft picks. They gave up nothing. They took the contract. That was it.
Cooking already.
Now, if they continue to make moves and they use up the rest of their salary cap, they'll be able to use a mid-level exception. This changes nothing. So they're literally taking on nothing provided they use their cap space, which they're not done making deals. This morning, too, the Milwaukee Bucks traded Chris Middleton, A.J. Johnson, and a pick swap to the Wizards for Kyle Kuzma, former Horizon League basketball legend Patrick Baldwin Jr., and a second-round pick as well. So there's that out there as well. Former Milwaukee Panther,
So
by the
you
way.
got Kuzma moving for Middleton?
Basically,
Pretty much, yeah.
Basically,
Right.
Putting
yeah.
Kuzma in a big 3 picture is disgusting to me. I'm sorry.
What's that?
Call me a hater, but they had Dame, they had Giannis, and then they had Kyle Kuzma. Like, no.
Yeah.
Like, no.
There
What
should
are
have
we
been a
doing?
Orange Meyer clearance sticker on that
Right.
picture right there. Was $28, now $6.
Right.
Can I
what
ask,
are we doing?
Can I ask you guys, the
Yes.
Kenyon Martin, and like you said, so financially that's the way, but does it address some of the situations we talked about? Ball. What position does he play? Where does he fit in?
He's a forward. He's a
Yeah.
bigger. He's like
bench
a
guy
3-4.
off the bench.
Yeah,
Bench guy,
he's
yeah.
a bench guy.
You guys- you guys
He's shooting
like
a real
it?
high
I would be
percentage this year.
surprised if he plays a game for the
Yeah,
Pistons.
Okay.
Again, he. Remember when we had Lindsay on the show? I always tease Lindsay. I said, my favorite years of your career were the Boston Celtics years. He was a Celtic for like
Right.
8 hours or
Yeah,
something
it's
like
like
that.
Melo for the Hawks.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
literally
You'll never
a Hawk
forget.
For like
Did
5
you get a Hawk
hours.
jersey?
I kind of wanted to, but
That would be
I don't
pretty
even know
good.
if they- I don't even know if they make them.
I know we're jumping around and stuff like this, but Spenny, that would be on brand or totally allowed for you.
Yeah.
Like there's you fit the criteria. Of
I got
being,
an OKC one.
He was there for.
The great year.
He was there for a year.
He was there, right? Exactly. But because of your love
Yeah.
of that one guy, like that's your dude.
Yeah.
Red Wings last night. DMAC, there was an overriding point. And this is going to be a 2 segment. We're going to get into this, and we're going to carry over into the next segment too, just so you guys know this. Because last night I locked in as much as I could. I couldn't make it
10
through
o'clock start.
Yeah, I couldn't make it through the third period. They were ahead when I went to bed. It was 4-3 when I finally caved and fell asleep. And then I woke up and saw, Kane won it in a shootout like usual. So good, nice win.
Most shootout goals in NHL history.
Yeah.
That is true.
Did you see the stat that they popped up before the shootout saying, him and Taves. He just passed Jonathan Taves, former teammate Chicago, but it was Franz Nielsen had the most attempts or something like Patrick Kane's right there. And if you haven't seen his goal, it's one of the sickest shootout goals. Just pure talent. It's just and I'm sitting here. I got 4 Stanley Cups. Played, I scored 55 in junior and stuff like that. The fluidity and at the speed and. You look at to break it down for anybody who watched last night and just go back, but shootouts is an art form, and to see Patrick Kane take off with speed, it's set up. People think it's set up. When did he know? He probably had the idea he wanted to do that, but he set that up right when he picked that puck up and blasted with speed. You see a lot of guys go wide and take their time and whatever like this. He blasted with speed, checked up, right? To be able to get his hands moving and stuff like that. If you haven't seen the goal, or I don't know if you can pull it
Yeah,
up.
I got it coming
like
in a
it's
sec.
just like this is pure. When you talk about pure, like athletic ability, that 0.1% of the fluidity. Now a lot of guys can do this move, but can you do it at this speed in this moment and stuff like that? Because this is something that you would mess around with. So we'll get to it. Here it is, right here. But watch right here, and you don't really see him take off. Like, so he's coming, and then boom, locks it up. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
That is nasty.
Whoop, whoop, under the bar. Because
No,
you got to
Sally.
understand, too, there's only this much of the net that he can put it in. That goalie's in great position. The way, watch it from this angle, right? Goes fast, locks it up, gets him leaning to the right a little bit. He's still got to beat him over the gloves. So, and shout out to Cam Talbot. And it wasn't the cleanest of games.
No.
But
No.
they ran into some adversity. I think Rasmussen, there was a couple trips and then a slew foot on the second goal or whatever that you saw Coach Todd McClellan made his point without having to lose his mind. And these guys are reacting, and I will continue to say this, right, is they're playing the right way. They're playing hard. And it just amazes me. Chase and I were talking before, but how can the same team, it's the same, it goes to show you, systems really matter. And in today's day and age, you better have that puck and you better be skating all game. And again, look at this defense, right? The mobility. You mentioned, I put a spotlight on Albert Johansson last night at the number 2 pair, like you said. The progress that him and Simon Edvinsson and Albert Johansson, 2 flat rookies, are your second defense pairing, and they're shutting down top lines in this league. I mean, come on. Hashtag Wiseman playing 1919, boys. Let's get on board.
Yeah.
So, and again, the goaltending's the key.
They played a good defensive game except for a couple breakdowns. There was a couple times where a Kraken player got behind everybody and it was one-on-none breaks. They had a couple bad turnovers in the middle of the ice, and that ended up to a couple goals. And then there was a couple ugly bounces that the Kraken scored on. But like you said, they overcame the adversity, and that is huge. I loved seeing...
Well, because they were always playing from the front.
They were
still.
playing from the front the whole time.
Yeah, and that's the difference.
And I like seeing Kane play with Rasmussen and Soderblom.
Wasn't that
he
awesome?
just gets the puck and just chips it in. He's like, go fucking get. Because you got 2 giants going in.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to win a
and
puck
what are
battle.
those-
I'm going to send this in here.
Yeah,
you get this back to me when I'm ready.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
what are those Giants doing?
Hitting people.
Hitting people. Soderblom's, I don't know if you can find that one, Spenny, but
Yeah, I could probably
He's a
find it.
GD wrecking ball, dude.
what did I tell you, dude? Who was on that coming back from Grand Rapids earlier on? There's you know what? I know I saw this. I went and I watched this, and I've seen this kid mature and him finally. I mean, it's got to be tough to come into your own as a bigger guy and to figure out how to play in this league, but it's the comfortability. And on that point, look at the 2 guys that they brought up that have been an integral part to
Shine has been good.
Yes.
Shine has been good.
Push yes on the foot, right? Because he's the guy that you play him 8 to 10 minutes a game. He's going to give you. He's
going to be the next guy in this town.
Him and Mott are a lot the same.
Flannel's going to hate him. He probably
Yeah,
already does.
Flannel will hate him. The town will love him, and he'll make a big hit, and the crowd will just go crazy, dude. Crazy. He's the next guy.
And these guys embracing their roles, and then what do you see? Then you see the top, because like Lucas Raymond, I mean, every game is this guy. We talked about him yesterday. DeBrincat. Look at DeBrincat. Look at this hit here. So there's but finishing your checks, just do it to your point. Patrick Kane goes fetch. Oh, I mean, that's so much fun. That's so much fun.
Having flashbacks, huh?
I am. Just about playing. But you could play that. See, that line can play that way. And then when Patrick Kane wants to skate around with the puck and play a keep away, he can. And then when he wants to let his big dogs go play fetch, he can. And then he can move different guys around the roster. I wanted to address this, right? Because I think that the one thing or the sentiment is about Tarasenko, right? Like I see Spenny not really pulling punches, but get this guy at the second line.
Yeah. He had some nice looks.
He has the last couple games.
He
It's
had
just-
some nice
Here's the
looks.
one
He's not
thing
putting
with
it in.
Tarasenko in history, the way that he is, he's streaky. So he a lot like DeBrincat in the past. This is like sort of like, and not even up to the same snuff, but look at your winning without him going, and the efforts there, right? Like I see the effort. Now, I have faith in Tom McClellan that he moves that lineup around. He'll put him in a good spot. I think what you see is they're trying to get him going on the second power play,
Yeah.
right? So I think that it will be okay because it's not hurting the rest of the team, because it's like now you're playing like this is turning into 4 lines, right? Like yes, like, and you're getting stuff like. Because at the bottom 6 of your lineup, if you're not producing, which these guys are chipping in, but if they weren't, you have to play physical. You have to make it hard on that D-man, because it's not about you hitting that D-man. It's that D-man has a little left in his tank when he's trying to chase Lucas Raymond or Dylan Larkin around or whatever like this, or has to go get a puck on a power play in a corner that you can beat him to by that because you finished your check, and now he's got a little sorry in the back that he can't go as hard. Like it's all about playing your role, and I think that they are.
Let's take the break real quick. We'll come back and continue this conversation. In the super chat, by the way, Randall Smalls. Neil, if torque bats over 270 returns to power form, will you get a torque tattoo? Rando, no.
Just no.
I mean,
Sorry, man. You're a valued member of this community, obviously.
I'll tell you Neil's first tattoo. $1 billion. When he makes $1 billion, he'll get a tattoo.
Right, that's fair.
Right?
Get a
and
tramp
it'll be a
stamp.
bag of cash.
Get a $sign tramp stamp.
Just if I get a contract that makes the news, then I will.
There
I'll
you
just
go.
get a dollar sign.
Oh, yo,
or
Stephen A.
the
shit.
bag. Yeah. Or a bag. I'll get a bag.
We got to create you a brand. Like
logo?
I see a bag with a microphone hanging out of it and a dollar sign.
We'll get
Dollar
Lentz
sign.
on that.
You need a dollar sign? Yeah, Lentz, you and I got to talk.
Glasses
bud.
and a microphone.
I'm going to draw it up right now.
Real quickly, too, DNC ENT KJ is 100% here for the rest of the year. He is not too bad. Private Eye, Martin's a keeper. Take Fontecchio spot when we trade him, and THJ for Ingram. No, and guys, look, I'm not saying he's definitely gone. There's no doubt. I would even say, too, the Fontecchio thing, which I keep hearing about, Fontecchio's guaranteed for next year. Martin Jr.'s not.
Yeah.
So, if it's down to the two, I would like the more
KJ.
flexibility on my end. So,
Yep.
no, you guys are definitely right. I am saying, though, they are not done.
No, not at all.
100%, they're not done. Like they're gonna do something and either get a player or come away with a first-round pick. That's what I think.
Point blank.
Where were we, by the way?
Planet
Fitness, everyone. We're live at the Planet Fitness Studios. I was just there about an hour ago. I was wrapping it all up, and I told you guys the workouts were getting kind of stale. I just needed to change something up. So I kind of created my own little hell week, I guess you could say. A lot of time on the treadmill. We'll just say it like that. But that's fine because there's tons of treadmills, tons of cardio equipment, tons of weights if the weights is your thing. 30-minute circuit if you're pressed for time. All in a sparkling clean facility. That is right. Clean locker room area, clean showers. You can take your shower, go on about your day. And the best part of it all, $24.99 a month for a black card, guys. Like, what are we talking about? You get access to over 2,600 Planet Fitnesses in the world, over 50 in Metro Detroit. Some of you have friends out there. I have friends that's paying $70 a month for a gym membership. Every day I tell them, why are you doing that? Go to Planet Fitness, and that's what you guys should be doing too. Go to planetfitness.com or just pull in the parking lot. You'll pass a couple on the way home. Don't pay more money to lift the same weights. The weights all weigh the same. Planet Fitness.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
Let's give it up for David Tully, everybody. David Tully. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
At Lady Jane's, they take the chore out of getting a haircut. The talent stylist will deliver an industry-leading haircut, relaxing scalp massage, Spenny's favorite, the hot lather neck shave, and the hot towel treatment. Open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
All right, keeping it pushing, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter, Chase Lounge in here chilling as well. All of you subscribe to the Woodward Sports channel, on YouTube. Oh, look at that, pushing 80,000, just about to get there.
For down the road, top 5 things you wish you could do.
I like that.
Dunk basketball #1.
That would be so baller, wouldn't it?
I'll carry a basketball with me wherever I went.
I used to be able to dunk a volleyball.
I could grab rim like.
I used to love going in those gyms with the lower rims.
Yeah.
Go crazy. Dunk contest.
So for this week, for today, we have top 5 Super Bowl foods. So we'll have that one. Next week, we're doing top 5 fat athletes of all time. We'll get D-Mac's top 5 things you wish you could do into the rotation.
Yeah, I said that because I wish I could draw.
I have this one on the list from a long time ago. Top 5 high school classes. We're doing that one too at some point.
Too.
All right.
Elite.
Advanced team sports.
Leisure time sports it was for us, yeah. We had advanced gym. I had 3 gym classes senior year.
What the fuck is advanced gym?
You had to do like a lot of running. Like it was like a gym class, but for real.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Advanced team
But for
sports.
white
Like
guys.
advanced
It's a gym class for white guys.
Right. Advanced gym.
Yeah. No, it was like you had to do mile time. You had to do miles for time and ladders, all that bullshit. But Fridays were a free day, so like.
Did you have to run like in a certain amount of time?
Yes.
It was like so you had to qualify.
You had to qualify, right? And if you didn't, then you had to go do it again, knowing that you wouldn't do it again, but you would keep doing it. So therefore, you would continue to get faster at it.
Yeah. Did they make you climb the rope? You know how they had the long rope?
No, we didn't have
up?
that.
Oh, okay.
We didn't.
We used to have to run a 6-minute mile. We used to have to run a 1.5 mile training camp in 9 minutes or less.
Yeah. Seems to be kind of a prerequisite for that job.
Yeah, but I like Konstantinov was like 7-11.
Really? He was that fast?
Yeah. Just that, dude, and smoke too, dude. Like, I mean, those Russians are built
While he was doing it?
Right.
Those Russians are built different.
Yeah, they
Like,
they
dude,
are.
like, God, like, I mean, him and Steve Chason. And Chason used to, like, run. That used to be his thing, God rest his soul. Yeah, they were, like, the fastest. I get in there about, I think 8:27 was my best.
Your best one?
Yeah.
It's, again, like I talk about
That's a 6-minute mile. I mean, that's a good pace.
Well, what's crazy about it, I think I told you guys
Plus,
before.
I work on the ice. Give me a break.
Like, D-Mac and I would be in the same softball circles. So we played softball against each other a couple times. And D-Mac, who admittedly says, I am not fast by NHL standards. Nowhere near fast. You said that. Can't skate. 3 steps, he was down the first. Like, if he hit the ball on the ground and it bounced twice, he was safe.
Strides.
Yeah, he was safe. Like,
Dude,
every time was wild.
I could fly. Like, I mean, like I'd run out infield singles. Like,
if the ball bounced twice, he was safe.
Ball bounced twice, I could run it out.
No matter where it was on the diamond, it was wild. But yeah, just to give you an idea, and he wasn't the fast guy on the Red Wings. Nowhere near.
No. No.
He's like, no. But no, we're talking Red Wings. D-Mac, there were a couple things that I heard during the broadcast last night, and I saw, like, the run-up. This is their second 7-game win streak under Todd McClellan. And what's that?
2 minutes to break.
Yeah, absolutely. You just want to do it now so we get back on the clock?
Yeah.
All right. I got a good Red Wings thing for you. And this is going to be deep and nuanced, everybody, okay? But first...
Oak Island getting you 3 segments. Yes! What? Sorry.
Oak Island requires a big party. No, I'm sorry. The big game requires a big party. Woodward Sports live watch party at Hayes Social. Come watch the game with the crew on 3 17-foot screens. Book your table today before they are gone. 586-247-2223. Great food, drink specials, the best big game party around. Hayes Social, 21 Mile in Hayes and Shelby Township. Brought to you by 1800 Tequila, Sabbath Coffee, Soroki Crispies Chicken and Pizza, and New Holland Brewing.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
What's up, everybody? Neil Rule for Caesar Sportsbook. That's right, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. And you can still do it, everyone. Look, you say you're depressed about the Super Bowl. Well, I can make it interesting. Scan that QR code on the screen. Use promo code Woodward1000. Make your first deposit. Make your first bet. All the way up to $1,000. If it loses, you'll get $1,000, up to $1,000 bonus bet back for free. Yes. It's almost like a do-over, everybody. And it's Caesars, by the way, one of the OGs in the sports betting game. The app is clean. It doesn't glitch out. It's easy to navigate. They got all the betting markets for you as well. It's the official sports book of Woodward Sports. Use promo code Woodward1000. Get in, everybody. Make the big game appealing. Caesar Sportsbook. Keeping it pushing here. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, Spencer Raxter, KG, Chase Lounge in the building. NBA trade deadline, just a little over 24 hours away. Now, there's been a couple of moves. The Pistons got involved. They acquired Kenyon Martin Jr. from the 76ers. They also acquired 2 second-round picks to take them. So that's the story, what the Pistons have done so far. They can use They can use the mid-level exception, but they have to use the rest of their cap space first to do that. So I'm thinking that they're not done. We'll just say it like that. Rumors of Kevin Durant going to Golden State are picking up. Sounds like that could happen. Sounds like some money will be picked up if that deal were to happen. I know a team. So that's where we're at. We're keeping an eye on that. But we are talking the Red Wings. They got a big win in Seattle. They swept the West Coast trip that we said is the gauntlet that we will keep an eye on, that I said if they can tread water, I would take that right now. And then they just went ahead and swept it. But D-Mac, they were talking about the 2 separate 7-game winning streaks under Todd McClellan and how they were constructed. The first 7-game win streak was done with like some ridiculous 60% power play conversion or whatever that number was. It was high. Tons of goals that they scored and stuff like that. Then, they lost to the Sharks and, they scuffled for a minute there. The goal well dried up, as it tends to do over the course of a season. But they put the graphic up there about the current winning streak that they were on. And D-Mac, and it was an 8-game, 7-game sample size. That's 10% of the season. And the goals against were basically cut in half. The save percentage went from 90.5 to 95. It's just, D-Mac, here's why I think it's real. Because they've done it like Tupac. How do you want it? They've done it any way you want it done. Twice. 2 separate streaks. They've done it. And even yesterday, which they look like a team that was on the back end of a West Coast trip. And if you know, you know. If you've been on one, you understand. But they always played from the front. They always found a way. They always answered the run from the other team. And in the end, they did what was required to get the win. D-Mac, I guess I'm taking a lot of words to say the versatility of this team is what appeals to me. That's what appeals to me. That's why I think it's legit. That's why I think it has staying power.
I think what's going on, and we're watching in front of our eyes, is this next level of teaching, right? Like, I mean, you have different teachers. Think about in your life, whether it's high school or college or professors or whatever. But you're like Todd McClellan's not only come in to motivate him because of his approach, his preparedness. Changing the PK up to the diamond. Obviously, health of Alex Lyon and Cam Talbot is very important too. But you know what, Neil? You bring up a good point because they know, like, where they know how they're winning now. And yesterday, and even Vancouver in the back-to-back and going through Alberta, I mean, you know what? Like, I mean, hats off. I've done that trip minus Seattle. We usually go to San Jose or something like that instead. But the fact is that to take care of it, to take care of the little things, about playing ahead, what could they do, or what could they take care of, because they've won. They came back from being down 2-0, in a couple different spots during this win streak. You mentioned, I think the teaching part is he's teaching them, also explaining, and all of them are learning why, right? They're learning the why and the how, right? This is why, this is how, and you have to win different ways. You don't just have to win one way, right? What do we sit up here and say, well, if we don't score goals, we can't win? No, you got different nights, you're going to have to win different ways. I brought up yesterday, how cool it was, and what would this mean, I guess, in your office if your boss, when he, you're not performing up to standards or the numbers aren't right, and he comes in and he calls it out, and you can see it and you're accountable for it, and you do the work, and then it comes around where you think that you haven't done enough work, but you're getting away because you're getting the production, and he tells, no. Look, everybody's been out sick. I mean, you guys have been doing this. I know it's 6 of you, but there's only been 2 of you for the past month regularly because everybody's been sick because the flu's gone through here. Like, he's getting them to understand, right? And that's why every night you got to go out and serve it up. Now it's a lot easier. Like, what I see is them having fun, playing the right way, and everybody contributing, right? I mean, I still do go a couple times when Justin Hall's on the ice, but it's limited. You're not, it's the guys like we're watching 2 young, and I don't think that maybe you guys have seen it as much, or it's as glaring, but last night it was super glaring, and I know it was Seattle, but you got your number 2 pair defensemen as rookies right now with Mo Seider. Like, do you understand that, like, the pieces are falling into place right in front of you? You're watching these 2 develop and be integral parts. You've seen the rejuvenization of Eric Gustafsson. Nobody cringes when he's out there on the power play or on 3-on-3 late, Spenny. Because I could feel when I watch hockey games, I know exactly where Spenny's at. To whatever else, either not because of his tweets, but I can feel his energy to whatever, and it's not that way, right? So Todd McClellan has got a lot of credit for a lot of different reasons, but he understands how to get the message, and it's not just the message of winning and playing this certain way. It's the message of why you're doing it and what you need to do to continue to do it and why you're being successful.
You're not just getting it from your stars. You're not just getting it from the top line. Soderblom's on a 5-game point streak. You're having a Dominic Shine come in there and get. He almost had a tip in from the dot. It was close. It's just they're making good plays. And you mentioned Tarasenko, and yeah, I've been giving him slack. He had a lot of good looks in the last game. He was very active. He just couldn't bury one. And it's kind of that 300th goal yips maybe. But once he gets that, maybe you'll start seeing him come more and more after that. But I don't understand the Gustafsson to start overtime thing. But Tom McClellan knows a lot more about hockey than I do.
You trust, right?
Yes.
It's like you trust in the process,
Yes.
and what happens, it works out. To the fact, Spenny, you know what the difference with Tarasenko? Not only do I see him engaged, but he's getting the chances,
Yes.
right? Like before, earlier in the season or whatever, and it was the same thing with Kane or whatever. Like, where's your chances? You know what I mean? You're just like floating out there. I mean, you're playing like an old man. Now they're playing like kids. They're invigorated. I'm sure. I mean, I'll ask him next time I run into him, but I'm sure he loves playing between the two towers, right? But everybody's contributing, and it's not just points. The points are coming. That's a result of how they're being used. But I mean, they're starting to click and oil, and and again. I always want to emphasize this because this goes to show you why it's so important. But like the backbone of all this is their goaltenders, right? And how they're able to, like Alex Lyon being probably the best number 2 in the league. When he's your number 2 that can come in a game that you need, boom, he can do it. But Cam Talbot being healthy, this is the experience. This is what Steve Yzerman paid him for, and this is why at this point right now, you have to be confident. Right, as long as they're healthy.
Woodward Sports chat through, by the way, jump into there, get your thoughts out there as well. Full Slate Farms hockey talk while I am out. Hey, there's going to be some attrition, Full Slate. Sorry, man, but they deserve to be talked about, bro. They do. They are back from the dead. They were dead. Last night too, when I was sitting there watching the game, I was perusing the lines. It can't be a get right because you can't give out 150 to 1 get right. But the Red Wings are 150 to 1 to win the cup. You'll spend $5 on dumber stuff today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like today, you'll spend $5 on dumber stuff.
You know what I was thinking? This is good because this brought up something. You know how some people give lottery tickets and for birthday cards or whatever? Why not drop a $5 bet ticket, right, on a future to somebody like it's your wife's birthday or whatever? Hey, honey, like this, like, for example, not from you because I don't think it would cut it, but like, hey, here's a $5 future bet. I bet it at 150 to 1 to pay out. Like, think about all the options you have these days.
Correct.
Like instead of buying a lottery ticket, you can go buy where you like these odds or
Get
whatever.
That
you
special
don't wanna,
someone for Valentine's Day, a Red Wings win ticket on the Stanley Cup.
There it is. I mean, will you be my down then? And you know what? Like, I mean, at least, they can only hold out till then, I guess. I don't know.
No, absolutely.
But I was just thinking that. Anybody ever thought of that? Or anybody ever done that? Am I way behind?
I've never done it. That's a good idea, though.
Yeah.
I actually did that for my wife's family. I was in Vegas 06, 07, 08, whenever the World Cup was. And I got them all $20 win tickets on Italy to win the World Cup. And then they did. It was pretty cool.
What, 4 to 1?
I think it was, 6 to 1, something like
1,
that.
yeah, but
it was
still.
pretty cool. They were fired up.
That's awesome.
No, it was pretty sweet.
Are you staying away from the car flags?
Car flags loading.
No, I was going to put it on this morning and I forgot to grab it. They're in. And speaking of that, KG, I'm glad you brought that up. They are 1 point back of Ottawa for third in the division. And I'll give you some more context.
Yeah.
They are 6 points back with a game in hand of the Florida Panthers for the division lead.
Okay.
But look right around. Look at that schmozzle. Right.
100%.
Tampa. Look at the Islanders just ripping games off. Like, I mean, the Islanders are Buffalo.
And I was going to bring that up, D-Mac, on the backside. The Red Wings are 7-2-1 in their last 10, and they lost ground to the Islanders because the Islanders are 8-2. So they lost a point. And Ottawa, too. You know what's funny about that, with them being 1 point behind Ottawa? The Red Wings 7-2-1 in their last 10. They only gained 1 point on Ottawa because they're 7-3. in their last 10.
No, see,
but they're right there.
This is cooking, man. I mean, but you're in it. I mean, look at where we're at. Enjoy the
But
journey.
it's real, D-Mac. They are 6 points back to the Florida Panthers for the division lead, and they have a game in hand.
Pretty damn good.
Like, come on, man.
Absolute facts. You only deal in facts, Neil.
Yeah, like that's wild to me. That's even I could even utter that sentence. Is crazy to me. And there is one other angle that I wanted to touch on with this. Tell them about Jars, and then the other angle, and then we'll move into the top 5. Then we'll get into Pistons talk, and there's a Lions thing that I want to close the book on. Fair? All right, let's go.
Well, I'll tell you about Jars, all right. Skiers and snowboarders get ready to send it on a 14-foot drop-in ramp with 3 custom features at the brand-new Jars Utica location parking lot. Saturday, February 22nd from 1 to 5 p.m. Jam-style competition judged by 3 guest pros. $8,000 in cash prizes up for grabs. Are you in or you want to be? Go to register. JarsCannabis.com/Jars Real Jam. To sign up, open skiers and snowboarders 21 and over, limited to 50 participants, so lock in your spot today. Myself and Stick will be there doing a special broadcast. Woodward Sports, Darren McCarty, and Legacy will be there also. You can hit up all Jars for them. Find today. Spectators also welcome. The event is free, and they get free food if you go buy some stuff. Live DJs, giveaways. Drop in. Cash out with Jars.
Get real.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com. Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Neil Rule here for New Holland Brewing. That's right, local Michigan company, west side of the state. The creators of Taller, the Dutch long drink. The finest drink in all the land, everyone. New Holland small batch gin mixed with the grapefruit puree. Magic happens inside that can. It's my favorite drink. I'll be smashing these things on the golf course this year. Probably more if I'm not golfing as well, but even if I'm golfing well, I'll be in the Tallers, no doubt about it. Don't sleep on their bourbon lime, Tangerine Space Machine, a drinkable IPA. New Holland's got it popping, everyone. Michigan company, New Holland Brewing. Hour number 2, Top 5 Wednesday. Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter, the Chase Lounge. People were talking about their bold tattoo proclamations, and I love it how every so often our audience just gets onto this tattoo thing out of nowhere, and they do it all the time. Jonesy, it was Jonesy right in the chat. If Javi Baez is a World Series MVP, he will get a full Javi Baez tattoo across his entire body.
Holy shit.
Which, I want some more clarity as to what that means.
Yeah.
Does it mean like he'll get Javi's face tattooed on his face so his face looks like Javi?
Probably not, but he'll have the whole jersey like literally on his body. Like
that's out there. That's in
wild.
writing. Chase, you're jumping into the fray. What's your move?
Oh, yeah. Well, during the break, I said if the Wings win the Cup, whoever wins the Conn Smythe, in a similar vein to Spenny's Jared Goff jersey or tattoo behind the ear, I'll get the jersey number of whoever wins the Conn Smythe. If the Wings win the Cup this year, this active season, I'll just get that tattooed behind my ear.
So there you go. And Spenny will have to join it with the Jared Goff 16 on his inner thigh.
Nope.
Upper inner thigh.
Nope.
upper inner thigh. That's even worse.
Inner thigh hurts, man.
Yeah. Very meaty.
All right, but we're back in it. We're talking Red Wings right now. And D-Mac, I wanted to get to this point because I've asked many times, how can just a coach make a difference like this? How is that possible? And you talked about the structure of it. You talked about the style of play, the puck possession. Because fans always say, I'm tired of the dump and chase. That's and it kind of bugs me sometimes.
So here's the whole thing, right? To go through whatever, especially why it's Todd McClellan, because you nail everything. Everybody knows the X's and O's and how to play and this and that. What he has, right, is not only with his idea of how it should be played. He's been a coach at the highest level in this league for the past 16 years. So when he was an assistant coach with us and I knew him, as the assistant coach, and really liked, and it's no nonsense. It's like your favorite uncle, dude. Like where he don't bullshit him, right? Because he ain't going to take it the minute. If you want to play that game, then he's going to treat you like a little bitch, right? But if you're going to be a man and whatever, there's like a lot of respect, accountability, right? Like communication, like that respect's a big thing, but it's also too expectations, right? Because that's what it is. But Neil, so now he's not only has the recipe book, right? He's been in the kitchen with these, and what I mean by that, this is the imperativeness, not with my player, not with the way it's been, the maturation since I retired in 2009 till now, 16 years later. He's been a head coach. He's been a head coach with teams that started from the bottom, then they got, to being more successful in the San Jose's back in the day with the Joe Thorntons and the Marlows and all those guys, and then into the early years of the Draisaitl McDavids in Edmonton, then into the LA, right? So at the young Kopitars and Dowdies and stuff. So he understands, and so like I was saying last segment, Neil, his explanations, it gets through. He knows how to look these guys and what motivates them on a different level, right? That's the whole thing. So he's dealing. Now he's dealing on different levels. So it's one thing's with the X's and O's, but now he's making them understand why. I see. That's what Scotty sort of did with us, is why we play the certain way, and understand that if you want to win, you got to play this way, and understand that it's going to be different. But at the end of the day, you got to lean on each other. Like it's also the fun. Like, right? Just what did he first say when he came in? Just fucking play hockey, right? So what are they doing? And what are they doing? And what do you see? What do I see? I see that this team is a good bunch of guys that like with each other, right? Because they're in it together. No matter if they get down or not, whatever like that, they know it's going to come because Todd's explained to them it's going to come different ways, and he's going to hold them accountable to a man. So I just think it's like goes back to everything. Why you trust hashtag why is he playing 1919? Because he just knows it's getting the full potential out of guys, and this is what Todd McClellan is really good at along with the X's and O's, right? And you look at the PK and you look at the way the power plays a freaking wagon right now, right? Like it's for a reason. It's for a reason. When you trust me, when you're motivated to play hard for a reason, and a guy that believes in you, right? For all the things that I've said already, like we're in.
Woodward Sports Chat thread, Skydog722. Neil, dumb thing to spend $5 on coffee from Starbucks. I agree. You should be going to Sabbath Coffee anyway.
Yeah,
and pulling up on them.
Fucking sucks.
Well, it's good. I'm not gonna lie, it's good, but
overrated.
It ain't $5 good.
Yeah, it's overrated.
I'd rather put that $5 on the Red Wings at 150 to 1 to win the Stanley Cup right now. That's what I would do.
A lot of Starbucks.
Or if you even to win the East at 75 to 1, whatever your flavor is, go for it. I would recommend both right now. Woodward Sports Chat thread as well. Get your thoughts in there. IT Hips. I put $150 on the Wings to make the playoffs on January 3rd at 12 to 1 odds. That's looking pretty strong right now.
Good.
Riley, I'm looking up car flags on eBay right now. I'm in.
Yeah,
because they're in the play.
We moved the needle last year. Those prices were skyrocketing after we got in.
No,
the price of a brick went up.
Yeah, y'all did raise it.
We affect markets.
We do.
Betting markets, stock markets, car flag prices, all of it.
But now is the official time to go get them.
No, it is.
Once you committed, you can't back out.
Well, I had the caveat. As long as they're in the playoffs.
No, I mean you pull
I'm
it
in.
down. I mean, they fold. Do they still? I mean, you have to take them off.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember the
I'm
old
in.
ones? There used to be the ones that you used to fold them down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my bad on today. I meant to do it. I meant to grab it on the way out because it's in the closet in the garage right there. I meant to grab it on the way out, and I forgot. But I'm in.
I just keep mine in the trunk. Stay ready.
Then you don't got to get ready.
Yep.
Damn right.
Absolutely.
Shout out Bishop Down
Proud of you
Line.
guys.
But D-Mac, you know what it is for me? And I was getting to that point where, because I even saw it in the chat, the people talking about no more dump and chase. And I've always equated fans that complain about dump and chase the equivalent to the ones that yell at the rink, shoot the puck. like Patrick Kane doesn't know when to shoot the puck.
Right. But that's just fans. You
Alex DeBrincat doesn't know when to shoot the puck.
Dude, I do that all the time.
shoot the fucking
Shoot. No. Except for don't you like certain guys dumping it? Like that was the whole conversation Igor Larionov.
Yeah.
used to-
D-Mac, you go get the puck so I can shoot.
Igor Larionov used to come up to Drapes and I go, why you guys work so hard to get it, then you give it away, and then we had to we like to hit guys. It's all part. So if you got Rasmussen and Soderblom going and laying guys out, hey Spenny, do you have that Soderblom hit still up or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, can you just show the people that might have just tuned in? Because if you like stuff like this, Badoo, right there, Badoo by Soderblom. Yeah, if you like that, then why not dump and chase for guys that do it? But no, like Larkin's line, Casper, and man, his name never came out of my mouth today. But like, what a great move to just unlock him up on that first line. Spenny, do you think that this kid's a rookie?
No,
dude.
No.
Be like who
so
they
good.
Trade for?
That's why I want to see Casper in OT more. Like I don't understand that. So let's right. Obviously, I would think it's something where there's a earned thing going on here, right? Fair.
Like with knowing Todd.
Is it a defensive thing?
Earn your stripes.
You know, in that probably doesn't like they gotta practice it, right? So it's got to be he does like the looks that he likes. I think he's like gonna get the opportunity, but I think it's more so like he was thinking last night. Tarasenko was having opportunities. He was hot. Let's try to take advantage. So that might have cost him some time because we've seen him out there.
I had a mini heart attack last night in that last 7 seconds of overtime when he had Cat, Larkin, and Raymond out there as your three. I was like, okay, I like it. 7 seconds left. Try. And then the puck went back in the zone, and Raymond. I was like, no, it's worse.
But did.
Raymond made a good play.
I'll tell you right there, anybody who said that, right, that conversation, because you're putting the responsibility on that. But you know, sure as shit, just where it is, and this goes to the levels of where Lucas Raymond is at in his hockey career, right, is because it's life or death.
Yeah.
That was Drapes. Like, dude, I saw Chris Draper and Lucas Raymond right there. Like, if he got the opportunity, gave him to Scotty, okay, 7 set, whatever, like this. There was no way. That was so more important for him to make sure he got back and disrupted the play, and there was no goal against, as it was to be getting an opportunity. Like, responsibility, right? But that's what, when I saw that, I was like, I saw Chris Draper effort to make sure that was life or death. That was life or death right there for him.
Yeah, it was.
But that's what I'm saying.
Play,
do you understand that? That's what you want, and that's what you know. Is that one of your guys is going to lead you to the promised land? Mm-hmm. Is that one of your guys that is your, here now and, the future of your success?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So that trickles down to everybody else.
And Neil has said it before multiple times, and it is very obvious when you see it, especially in last night's game. You win face-offs, you win hockey games. They had two goals right off the draw. The Mosiders and Bergerins were both right off the draw. Those are extremely important.
And DeBrincat went in there and got that face-off.
DeBrincat went in there and got a face-off. Larkin has been money in the
face-offs
circle.
ain't just ask the best centerman. It's a group effort.
Yeah.
And what do we always talk to? This reminds me of, what are we in the throwback machine? Like a year or 2 years ago, what do I always preach? And you see, like, that also goes show. What did I say? That could be, what I said, you want to look at where you're at, temperature. I said this before, it's a PK. right? The PK percentage. Remember, like it's because it's effort. Face-offs. That's also effort and stuff like that. And you know what it is? You watch. It's more of a team win than it is individual win. So they're not necessarily in certain situations when it may be up against somebody tough. They're all on the same page to attack. Hence, you said like DeBrincat last night. And, you know, again, hats off to him because that's the DeBrincat that Neil traded for.
I did. I facilitated the deal. No, but to wrap this thing up, though, D-Mac, like the dump and chase thing that I talked about, I was thinking about it last night, and it backs up to what you've been telling me. They win because they have the puck.
Yeah.
They win because
if
their
you're
good
dumping
players
chase,
have the puck.
Do you understand this, too? If you're dumping chase, you're usually going to get it back. Not every time, but you're going to be physical. But those other times, because you've worn them down, you're dumping it in because you're playing with speed. You get it back, or you create something. That's what we're doing also, too. We create some mismatch in there.
Well, that's it, though. Like the when you win faceoffs, you don't have to dump and chase.
It's amazing when you control.
Like it's the foundation of everything. I don't know if I'm irrational about it, but every time we go on the power play, that next faceoff to me, and don't get me started on the overtime faceoff. I think it's the biggest play in hockey.
Is bigger than the coin toss of the Super Bowl.
Yes.
It is the biggest play in hockey.
Yep.
I am irrationally emotional about the overtime face. Like that's it's weird. No, it's weird. I'm being honest. Like it's weird.
For the overtime face-off.
Oh yeah, just like oh my God, here we go.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's crazy.
The Red Wings would have owned possession if Larkin didn't snap his stick in half when he tried to make that shot.
You know what?
And one thing before we get off this,
Fuck 'em Warriors.
Something that I loved
Sanko
was when they talked to Patrick Kane after Trevor Thompson talking to Patrick Kane after the game, getting his thoughts. He was like, "What were the vibes like on the bench when you blew that 2-goal lead, and like what was happening there?" And Patrick Kane was like, "Our leaders stepped up. You had Mo Sider coming up and down the bench going, 'We're good boys. We're in a good spot. Keep going out there and taking care of business.'" He's like, that showed a lot of leadership and a lot of good concentration from these young guys. And you had him and Larkin talking to people like, "Hey, we're fine. Just keep playing. We're in a good spot." And when you have Patrick Kane saying that about your young leaders, like that's a really good sign, and that is another point to coaching.
And what does it tell you? Then that Todd McClellan's voice gets lower and lower. He doesn't have to because he's got them self-governing.
Woodward Sports chat thread real quick. Skydog722. Red Wings car flag right now between $19 and $25 on Amazon because Amazon was watching the show and they know it's like we're the Fed speaking on interest rates. We move markets here on this show.
That's a fact.
Also, Mike O. Chase supports the dump and chase. Chase, are you a fan of the dump and chase because your name is Chase?
I'm a fan of puck possession. If you have the puck, then the other team doesn't.
Why do you hate yourself?
I don't hate myself.
No, it sounds like you do though.
Duality of man, Neil. We talk about it all the time.
Okay.
You know?
Don't get him started, Neil. Come on.
Duality of man, the complexity of the chase.
That is true. Tell about Mark White.
Mark White, if you're looking to buy or sell your home, Mark White should be your first choice. You can save up to $5,000 of your closing costs. Visit him at markwhitesells.com or call him at 248-290-8242. Mark White should be your first choice when you're looking to buy or sell your home. Like I said, he'll save up to $5,000. Like, make the call. Mark White.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce. Sports, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Neil Rule here for FeldmanAuto.com. Look, we know about Feldman Chevrolet and Novi. Well, we'll be broadcasting Monday, as a matter of fact, a post-Super Bowl. They are Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer and the nation's #1 EV dealer, right, KG? They are. But what if you don't want
#1 snowflake dealer?
What if you don't want a Chevy? What if you want a Ford? What if you want a Kia? Guess what? Feldman's got the dealership for that as well. Ineos Grandeur, the only Michigan dealership for that brand. That's under the Feldman umbrella as well. So you want a car, go to FeldmanAuto.com. Doesn't have to be new either. Can be used. Whatever kind of car you want, the first and only move is FeldmanAuto.com. They're rooted in the Detroit community. They do great community work with the Children's Miracle Network Hospital. The moral of the story is they ain't going anywhere, everyone. And you don't last this long because you're not good at what you do. They are good at what they do. FeldmanAuto.com. Keeping it pushing, Top 5 Wednesday, Big D Energy. Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, KG, Spencer Racksta, Chase in the Chase Lounge, Dirty Dr. D. Neil has been about the face-offs forever.
That's a fact.
It's because it's basic. It's basic math. And someone made the comp, and I lost the message. They kind of equated the Lions stuff to the Red Wings stuff. It's basic. It's a fundamental. If you have the football, the other team doesn't have the football.
What a concept.
Like that, it is very basic. But yeah, it is full. We do. So as a show, we're in car flag season now.
Car flags.
With the caveat, if they fall out of the playoff spot,
Take them down.
you can take it down.
Well, no, I'm not doing it until they clinch.
Yeah, you said that too because of the jinx thing.
Yeah.
But
I'm
that's
doing
your
it.
prerogative.
I'm going
you
back
got
in.
the caveat. It's all in.
You know you
It's
move
all
the market.
recorded.
So
You know, do as you may, as you would. Spenny opting to that because last year felt that his premature flagulation was...
Deflaguation.
He flagged a little early.
I flagged a little early.
Woodward Sports.
Happens.
Woodward Sports chat
Just a
thread.
tiny bit early, Mike G.
Yeah.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Steve Wilds. Per Neil, sources say the Lions are in talks for Cup. I never said that. See, you're like the people on Instagram right now. Where in that whole clip did I say that? Where did I say they're in talks? I said a friend of mine that's down at the Super Bowl had talks with NFL executives. Unilaterally, they all said they expect Cooper Kupp to end up with the Lions. That's what I said. Go watch it.
Yeah.
See, like you guys hear what you want to
No
hear
lies
sometimes.
detected.
You hear what you want to hear.
That's why
that
we
is
got
not
the
what was
tape.
said. And that's why I don't give a shit. Like somebody DM me on Instagram,
Oh, shit.
you're irresponsible. What's irresponsible about that?
Nothing.
It was a conversation that I'm not a journalist.
Right.
If you don't like it, don't watch.
And you're not reporting it because there's a chance it could not be true. So.
But over 120,000 people watched that clip, so somebody liked it. Is that fair to say?
I think so. People
All right.
like to hate watch too. So.
Good thing you didn't tell them what you heard about their mom.
That is true. So yeah. All right, top 5. You guys ready to rock? Top 5 list?
Top five.
Top five. Why is it a top 5 list, Spencer Raxter?
Half as boring as the top 10 list.
There it is. Absolutely. Top 5 Super Bowl party foods. Yes, this weekend Super Bowl, you're going to watch. Don't talk tough like you're not going to. Just like you're not going to stream things, right? But you are going to watch the Super Bowl. The party is electric. It's always fun because it's an excuse to have a party. So I like it. I've hosted a lot of them during my days. So Spencer Raxter, as is tradition, you bat lead off your top 5 Super Bowl party foods.
My top 5 Super Bowl party foods. Gonna picture there me on the river with the boys and enjoying a nice float. That was last year. Can't wait to get back out there. But my top 5 Super Bowl party foods. At number 5, I got wings, but not just any wings. Flats, well done, extra wet. Give me some flats. Give me them a little crispy, and drench them in sauce.
I agree with the last
Food?
two.
Huh?
You talking about food?
Food, yeah.
Chicken wings. Yeah. I agree with the last two. I'm not a flats guy.
Flats are elite. Flats are better than drums on their worst day.
No, you are goddamn lie.
Give me flats, well done, extra wet. And number 4, I got any kind of slider.
That's fair.
Like any kind of slider.
I'm sleeping on the slider
You
game.
can do the chicken parm sliders. You could do the Italian sliders, the old-fashioned slide, any type of slider.
Pulled pork.
Yeah, pulled pork, no matter what it is. Little tiny burger, money.
Hey, before we continue, were you saying flats and you're saying drums?
I'm drums,
He's
yeah.
a drum guy.
Dude, you can go to the same party and just clean them out of wings
That's
and
true.
both
Yeah,
be
we
happy.
can,
Guys,
absolutely.
you can figure out you both could
There
like
needs to be no controversy.
They
Right.
could barbecue together.
I'm in the
That's
minority,
your barbecue buddy. Anyway, sorry to interrupt, but like I mean, that's not to be
No.
controversial about.
That is fair. That is fair. At number 3, I got pigs in a blanket. I could eat
Staple.
1 million pigs in a blanket. Like they just delicious, good stuff.
Again, are we talking about food?
Talking about food.
Okay.
At number 2, I got buffalo chicken dip. I will
Solid.
get my plate of food and then get a separate bowl and fill that with buffalo chicken dip, and then a separate bowl full of chips. Because I
And whatever happens, happens.
Whatever
Right.
happens, happens.
I'm not bad at that.
Love buffalo chicken dip. And then at number 1, I got the muffaletta. I mean, come on. I
Your
can't-
top 5 sandwich.
I can't wait to eat this
on
muffaletta
brand.
and send a video to the Woodward Sports chat
Yeah.
of me smashing the muffaletta on Saturday.
Spinny,
Oh, you mean a sandwich?
Can you confirm that the muffaletta is just a sandwich?
It is not just a sandwich.
No,
It
it
is
is.
so much more than a sandwich. I can't
Oh, it's
wait.
bread, meat, and cheese?
Can't wait to break it down.
Oh, sounds like a sandwich to me.
Can't wait to break it down on Super Bowl Sunday. It's at my boy Donnie's house this weekend or for Super Bowl, so I'm gonna have the muffaletta.
Shout out.
I should
Donnie.
do a video reacting to your video.
There we
Dude,
go.
I just had deja vu. Dude,
Just a regular-ass
we've
sandwich.
had this conversation
Yeah.
about
Oh,
this
yeah.
time last year, right?
Oh yeah.
Is this when the
Well,
muf-
because we did
is
top
it-
5 sandwiches.
Is this when the
Yeah.
muffaletta comes
Yeah.
up? He's hardcore on the muffaletta. Solid list, Benny.
Yeah, no, it is. I expected it to be.
I come to your party.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chase, you ready to rock?
Oh,
Ready to rock.
Top 5 Super Bowl. I can't. Your lists are electric. Here we go. And eccentric. Here we go.
Oh,
I'm
he
a bit
has
of a
regular stuff. Kind of, sort of. He has regular
I'm a
stuff.
bit of a picky eater, so the food stuff is where I probably like, lose a lot of people on the highway. But number 5, soft pretzel bites. I feel like
Can't
they're a
go wrong
solid.
with
That's fair.
No,
That's
we,
good.
hey,
That's
we,
a
we
slept
all
on.
have toddlers.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
No, I'm
you're
with
good,
soft
but we
pretzel.
can all relate because we got to get it for that other room.
Yeah, my food palette is like one
So
area
this is
in life.
for the under 12s.
Yeah, this is one area in life
Kids
I never
menu.
matured. Yeah.
Kids
100%.
menu out of the Chase Lounge. All right, sorry.
We
Jay,
got.
I see. Hold on, real quick. I see no cheese on number 2. Do you do the soft pretzel bites with the cheese?
Oh my
I don't.
God.
I don't like cheese. So like.
Okay, so not a cheese.
Don't
guy.
like cheese. Don't like peanut butter. Like.
Do you
like a
use
pick-
mustard with the? Do you use something with the
I-
pretzel bite?
yeah,
Or are you a
the
terrorist
soft
and eat
pretzel
them plain?
bite, I just eat it. I'll just get the salt with it.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. All
I
right,
just
moving
read
on.
number 4. Are you fucking? Are you kidding me?
I don't like any other flavor of chips. I just like,
Are you
Chiloles.
50 right now?
I just like
Chiloles.
Plain chips?
They
They
No,
slap.
I get it. I get.
It's not my first. Like if you gave me all the chips.
27th.
No, I think that's too
No,
strong.
not for
Chase,
all
I
the
like
chips.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
saying like snack foods or what, like maybe 20. Anyways,
Man.
sorry,
Fuck
Chase.
with y'all.
you're good.
Nice.
It's just classic chips. Don't like any other flavor. I'm pretty
Lay's
picky.
original,
Number
go
3,
crazy.
pepperoni pinwheels. Just think of like think of a pizza roll. You know, like you just roll it up the dough and then you like cut it into these slices. You flip it on its side. It's a fancy pizza
It's like
roll.
a fucking.
My friend's mom made them one time, and she changed my life. They were delicious, and like I always try to recreate them myself.
Toasty.
So
It's what are those little pizza pockets?
Yeah.
They're the pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls.
it's
yeah.
kind of like a fancier pizza
Yeah.
roll.
Okay.
So shout out Miss Lockridge, appreciate you.
Shout out. Hey, Miss
Number 2,
Lockridge.
hamburger sliders. I don't like cheese, just ketchup, mustard, pickle. The
That's
classic.
fine. That's fair.
You
That's not
clarified that when you said hamburger slide. If you would have said cheeseburger sliders, we would have thought.
Yeah.
we're
Right.
Not fair. Cheese
Every
makes
time
everything better.
Every
Well, it
time I
does.
order a burger, I go out to eat anytime. Can I get a hamburger? What kind of cheese do you want on that? No cheese.
Yeah, I
ask
said
for
hamburger.
Yeah, exactly. I say hamburger, and they ask for the cheese every time. I always got to say no cheese, not at all, please. And then number 1, pigs in a blanket, and then I just dip them in ketchup.
There you go. No, and it's rock solid. That's a theme we're going to see on the list.
Yeah.
Lots of talk and lots of talk as you might
This
expect.
kid's a savage.
Yeah.
boy.
He eats like
You're
a
gonna-
toddler. He
this
does.
is guys that survived the apocalypse.
Woodward Sports chat thread. iHearter. He's raw dogging those pretzel bites. That is aggressive.
That is pretty crazy.
Phil, no cheese chase. Nope. I guess.
Cheese is elite.
Chase. And
Are you lactose
Scuba.
intolerant?
No cheese. He's not invited. So there's that out there as well. Your lists are divisive. They are.
Do you just not like cheese, or are you lactose intolerant?
No, I do not like the taste of it. I do not like the flavor. I could like tolerate like a little bit of mozzarella on a pizza, but that's kind of like the only mid-level exception to like tie it back to Pistons talk is a little bit of light mozz, but it's just because the sauce I think kind of does a good job of masking the flavor.
I just can't even fathom that.
Are you a fan of cheetahs?
I love cheese.
What was that?
Are you a fan of cheetahs?
Like the animal?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool. I would say like leopard is probably my favorite big cat.
I think it's
It's
so. I'm getting to the
leopard.
point that I think it's just things with CH.
Yeah, could be.
Could be.
Yeah, that's a good observation.
Cheetos? Do you like Cheetos?
I could do a Cheeto. Yeah.
Lots of question about your cheese. All right. Do you want to take the break and come back, or what do you want to do? We still got 3 more to go.
Yeah,
You want to squeeze it in?
we can do that.
All right, let's take when we come back, KG, D-Mac, and myself, top 5 Super Bowl foods. Tell them about Lady Jane's.
Tell them about Lady Jane's.
Is Chase lactose? Lunchbox hooligan.
Leopard.
We're at Lady Jane. We already did Lady Jane.
Yeah, we're doing it again.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hey, come to Lady Jane's. They take the chore out of getting a haircut. Let one of the talented stylists give you Spenny's favorite hot lather neck shave. You know, get you up tight. You can ask for the D-Max style, whatever it is. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
New year, new you. How about a new car? Les Stanford Buick GMC is here for you. Get a 2025 Hummer EV SUT for 24 months with 10,000 miles per year for only $699 per month with just $1,999 down payment. Or our 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab, 24 months with 10,000 miles per year for only $359 per month. Sign and drive, no down payment required, GM discount required for both. Get to Les Stanford today or click on the QR code on the screen and check out our massive inventory. Les Stanford Buick and GMC, LesStanford.com. Together, let's drive.
All right,
And we got, just real quick, sorry, we got a couple comments in the Twitch chat from
okay.
Hobnobbin in the Twitch chat. He says, pinwheel, it's sliced stromboli. I love, I mean, it's just a stromboli cut up. That's pretty much what it is.
That is true.
And he says 7-layer
like a
dip.
muffuletta's a sandwich.
Muffaletta is more than a sandwich. You relax.
It's a way of life.
Hobnobbin says 7-layer dip. 7-layer dip was really close to mine. I kind of wanted to put it on there.
Yeah, I'm just not going through all of it to make it.
Yeah, no.
That's where I get
Buffalo
off.
chicken dip's easier. You just put it all in the slow cooker, forget about it, come back, mix it up, you're good to go.
Woodward Sports Chat, the real cream of wheat. If he doesn't like cheese, that eliminates like 90% of Super Bowl food.
That is true.
The Dull Spoon. Bro Chase is a certified serial killer for sure. Classic chips and hamburgers with no cheese. But on the other side, people who are a little more nuanced, like I Harder. It's interesting to hear from someone with such a different life than I have. Thanks, Chase. See?
Gotta expand y'all horizons, man.
Yeah,
Learn about
absolutely. Copacetic Sushi. Chase, does your shirt say I am unwell?
It does, yeah, it does.
There we go. All right.
Subliminal messages.
KG.
Yes, sir.
Your
In the-
top
in the
5
3
Super
spot.
Bowl foods.
Ready to hit a home run, man. But here
Heading
we go.
third.
Top 5 Super Bowl foods. And the reason Brad Holmes is there is because that's my Super Bowl this year. I mean, the actual game is whatever this man does in the offseason is my Super Bowl.
There you go.
But at number 5, brats. I mean, it's pretty simple.
A little specialized for me, though.
Really?
Yeah, that's
At
kind
a
of
Super Bowl
specialized.
party?
Feels like it.
Well, to each his own.
Yeah,
but
no doubt. It's your
brats,
list.
brats go good at pretty much any event.
is true.
Smoked brat, the cheddar jalapeno is one of my favorites.
good.
So good, man. Can't go wrong with that. At number 4, chips and exotic dip. Don't come around here with no regular ass salsa. We gonna make fun of you. It has to be a specialized dip. And rest in peace to my godfather that passed away earlier this year, Bruce Bell. I will forever miss your fried turkey dip. Oh my God.
That sounds so good.
He used to be a cook at MGM for a lot of years downtown, and he made the best fried turkey dip. And can we make a suggestion on chips? Stop getting the fucking chips that are regular and that break off in the goddamn dip.
That's why I like Ruffles.
Yes, get the scoops or Ruffles, or we're in the
get a chip with some girth.
Yes, it's 2025. Stop bringing them weak ass chips around here. All right. At number 3, flavored chicken wings. Now, regular wings are cool, but for a Super Bowl party, it has to be the lemon pepper. It has to be the honey barbecue. It has to be the sweet chili if you know sweet like me.
Love sweet chili.
Yeah, oh yeah, sweet chili go crazy. It has to be buffalo. Don't bring no regular ass wings, but chicken wings are a staple. Whether you like flats, I'm a drum guy, but we all eat. You at least got to have wingdings at the very least.
Yes.
At number 2, sliders. Like Spenny said, it could be any kind of sliders. I'm with pulled pork. I'm a beef guy, pause. I like, beef sliders, with the Hawaiian rolls, maybe a little Swiss cheese.
I like the chicken or ham and Swiss on the Hawaiian rolls.
That's a good one.
They'll slap. No doubt.
That is a good one. And at number 1, my favorite food that is also a staple at every Super Bowl party is pizza, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it's become a little too basic for me. But it's easy, though. And again, as a guy that's hosted a lot of Super Bowl parties, it's easy.
Absolutely.
Like, it's an easy go-to.
You got to have it.
And you're going to have kids there, so,
right.
You have to.
You got to have it.
No, you do. I respect its resume. I do. It's just, it is kind of basic, but you do have to have it.
I'll tell you one, KG put the exotic dip on there. One that really close to mine was crab dip with the cut-up bagels. Like, you can get a bag of, bagels that are cut up with the crab dip. Oh, we have that at a holiday party. Oh my God,
that sounds good.
That shit is so good.
Woodward Sports chat thread. No, Michael, I'm not going to ask KG about quote pork rinds.
Oh my God!
All right, no, I'm not going to ask him about
pork rinds
that.
are fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
what are we talking about here?
Are Funyuns pork rinds?
No, not even close.
No, but I'm saying they're in that family.
Same kind of family.
The texture is similar, but it's not. No.
Is it
Chicharritos?
Yeah, because I love Funyuns.
I think it's more of it's closer to a hot fry than a pork rind.
Meatballs getting a lot of love. Meatballs in the crock pot on rolls. Yes, that's a staple.
With some grape jelly.
Yeah. No. I thought you were talking about the gravy, like the meatball gravy.
I'm telling you.
Get some love in here. Okay.
You gotta put the grape jelly in there.
Grommet 0237. Anything in a slow cooker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. DNC ENT crab dip. It sounds like your brother is a doctor.
It's true. 2 of them are.
It's a home of learned doctors.
Yep.
And Spenny with one eyebrow.
I'm just a big dumb idiot with one eyebrow.
Zach, a lot of love. And I'm surprised Spenny didn't have this one on there. Deviled eggs are gas.
Don't see deviled eggs at a
Super Bowl party. No, but they are gas.
They are. I love deviled eggs. But not really a Super Bowl thing.
Yes. Shrimp cocktail getting some love.
Lunchbox hooligans, you out of line, man. No ham hock, no pig's feet, no. Come on,
I like
dog.
pig's feet.
All right, come on, dog. I get what you was trying to do.
You know what? You guys aren't pulling this. We're not going down that road, everybody,
on,
okay?
Man.
All right, let's see what D-Max got.
All right, Darren McCarty. Now, are you more of a Grey Cup party or Super Bowl party guy?
Super Bowl party.
Okay.
Super Bowl party.
We should do a Grey Cup party one year.
Oh.
I would do a Grey Cup.
If I'm in town, we should do it.
Yeah. That sounds
Maybe
good.
do a Grey Cup watch party.
All right, so
I'm in next year.
Stick would do it.
I'm down.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
Outside looking in, because not always is deviled eggs, but they're not always present
Yep.
at the Super Bowl party. Number 5. Good photo. Number 5, sub sandwich. Any part of the sub sandwich, there's always that monster sub that's chopped up, and you've eaten like 3 pieces of it, 2 whatever at different parts of the game, which is why the Super Bowl is better 4 downs instead of 3, so you can get up a little bit longer. Number 4, ribs. Somebody always got ribs of something. They're easy. Everything Super Bowl, it's got to be hands. Nachos. right? Nachos is the easy one because you're just scooping and dipping and stuff like that. But I love cheese, Chase. So you're not gonna even have. I don't even have to worry about you getting near my nachos, right? Put some shredded pork on there. Put some chicken on there. Put whatever you want on there.
Yeah, so
it don't matter. Wings of any kind.
Yes.
I'll take whatever. I'll go, I'll eat the drums. I'll eat the flats. Whatever it is, wings and football it has to be. And sliders also. Sliders just seems to me like the Super Bowl food.
Yes.
Because they're
Staple.
easy. Everybody's packing it out and stuff like this. So
two or three bites, they're gone.
Yeah, in between, because that's that's, don't you find like Super Bowl, you're not, if you are sitting, like you're nibbling, you're always munching, so you're having like a slider here and then maybe a couple wings and like always, because as your anxiety builds or whatever, you're cocktailing, right, or doing whatever you're doing.
Because I cut loose a little on Super Bowl. That's my day. Like the day where Thanksgiving and Super Bowl is the day where I kind of cut loose and I'll, get a little extra and all that kind of stuff. So I really do enjoy it.
Can't wait.
All right. Last, maybe least, I don't know. You guys be the judge. My top 5 Super Bowl food items. And
Look at you with a Kansas City Chiefs shirt on.
Let's put that on there. Myself and Johnny Kane walking to the team plane for the Pistons right there. Shout out Johnny Kane.
You got Kansas City? Is that a get right?
No, I don't know why Lens put it on there. I do want the Chiefs to win because if I'm not going to be happy,
exposed the Super Bowl winner.
If I'm not going to be happy, I don't want anyone happy.
That's fair.
So it's spite. It's spite and it's petty, and that's where I live. So that's why I want the Chiefs to win.
Spite Super Bowl.
100%. Number 5, chicken wings for all the reasons outlined above.
Yep.
If you're hosting, I would recommend doing the seasoning instead of the dips.
Okay.
It's more house friendly.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Number 4, what do you got?
Some dry rubs.
Veteran
play.
I would give you a bang.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
Number 4, pigs in a blanket. All the reasons outlined above. Those are the things that Super Bowl's the only day I eat them.
Yeah. I can put down 100 of those fucking things.
And I can smash them as well. Number 3, chips and dip. Chips with integrity. Now, I don't have to get exotic. Like a simple French onion dip would work for me.
Okay.
Which I enjoy French onion dip. I never eat it except on Super Bowl Sunday.
I mean, you can have the regular stuff out there, but every Super Bowl party needs a premier dip.
Yes, it does. Honorable mention ribs, by the way, D-Mac. I hosted one year. I made 4 racks of ribs. Now, I wasn't like putting them in I grilled them, so it wasn't like the elaborateness of it.
Wasn't a Belizean rib.
No, it wasn't a Belizean rib, but I seasoned it up. I did it the right way.
Okay.
Did it the right way. But anyway, chips and dip. French onion dip's fine for me, but I need a chip with integrity, like a Ruffles, like we talked about.
Or a scoop.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 2, the party sub. I think this is the only time I'm eating a party sub all year long.
There you go.
And it's got to have the Italian dressing to go with
it.
Has to. And I'm going to bathe it in that stuff, dude. You have to have the Italian dressing with it. And number 1, again, this is more from the host perspective.
I'm not mad at this.
Chili.
I'm not.
You dump it in, and why
Forget
chili?
about it.
Because you put it in the crock pot, you turn it on, and it sits there, and it's like new the whole game.
No, it's
the whole
it's
game.
Great.
Chili
is slept on.
It's perfect, and I do make a pretty good chili, I have to say.
Really?
I like some chili.
I do too, man.
Do you sweet 5-alarm? Like, what kind of chili you make?
No, it's very basic. It's basically the meat, like the ground beef. I use my wife's family sauce with it, and I use the ground beef in the seasoning. Yeah,
okay, Dr. Pierce.
Not like Dr. Pierce. But I have to make 2 batches all the time because my wife doesn't like onions, and I do.
Yeah.
So I kind of make 2 batches there.
Okay.
Big play, Jay. It's 100% okay to go with Little Smokies for the pigs in a blanket.
Oh, absolutely.
They're hot dogs. Like,
yeah.
the quality of hot dogs doesn't really change.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
If we're talking about quality of hot dogs, then just don't eat a hot dog.
Yeah.
All right, move on. Don't talk about it. Just eat the thing. All right, and that's me talking. I like to shade healthier.
I love a dog.
I do too. Like I'll have one in the summer, 4th of July when I'm barbecuing.
Yeah.
I always grill
beef hot dogs.
2 at
over
every
pork,
turn.
but
Yeah.
I do love a good beef hot dog.
If I'm struggling, I'll
2 at every turn.
Absolutely.
Wait, does the chili? I'm glad somebody brought this up. Does the chili have to have beans or no?
You don't have to.
My dog.
Yeah,
My
no,
dog.
it's not a requirement.
Yeah.
I like beans in my chili though.
Yeah, I'll throw beans like when I'm steaming rice and stuff like that. I'll throw beans in there too, but it's more of like the health, the
Right,
protein angle, all of that.
Yeah.
So, Anthony Patterson, Neil, have you had the
Kinda
Italian
want a
stuff for
hot dog, though.
Ventimiglia's? I have. High level, everybody. Brett, I'm not Kirk Williams. Okay, Brett, when we're done with this, can you give me the backstory of why you're not Kirk? Neil, I make a great chili. Also, Neil, it's super basic. You know what? This goes back to what Stick talks about with the old-fashioned. You know why Stick's old-fashioned is elite? He follows the effing recipe.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to smoke it or do this extra thing or that extra thing.
Yeah.
It's the tried and true old-fashioned recipe. And you know what? It's good.
It works.
And it works.
But I do love an exotic chili now. Stop playing.
All right, let's take a
White
break.
chicken chili.
Ooh.
It's good stuff.
There's a football Lions thing that includes the Super Bowl that I want to discuss when we come back.
Brad Holmes?
Planet Fitness, everybody. After you're done smashing all that food on Sunday,
Yeah.
on Monday, get into the Planet Fitness because you'll be in debt. That's what I'm saying, which I'm cool with. That's what we're going to do. And I told you we're broadcasting from Feldman Auto and Novi, Feldman Chevy and Novi. That's fine. Planet Fitness, 1.5 miles from the Feldman Chevy and Novi. The routine stays the same, everybody. And because I'm a Black Card member, I have access to over 50 Metro Detroit locations, so there's always one close by. There is no excuse, everyone. The facilities are everywhere. $24.99 a month for a Black Card. Planet Fitness is one of the best deals in American consumerism. It's got everything you need. That's the bottom line, guys. No matter what your thing is, you want to run, ellipticals, whatever kind of cardio, bikes, whatever. You want to smash weights like Spencer does, 30-minute circuit if you're pressed for time. Chest day today, stretch stations. There's nothing you can't do at a Planet Fitness, everyone. That's it. Like, that's the commercial. If you want to join a gym, it should be Planet Fitness. Some of you are paying $90 a month for a gym membership. Go to planetfitness.com or just pull in the parking lot. You're going to pass a couple on the way home. Don't pay more money to lift the same weights. It's Planet Fitness.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network. Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
Listen, they literally made all of our lists except for Chase's because he's a communist. If you want wings for the big game party, get them from Soroki's.
Elite.
7 different flavors for you to choose from.
Elite.
Take the cooking, all that stuff off your agenda. Just order some from Soroki's.
Do it.
The spicy garlic is my favorite, but they got 7 different flavors for you to choose from. Find a Soroki's near you at Soroki's.com.
All right, we're keeping it pushing. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, Spencer Raxter, KG, Chase Lounge as well. Mark, I got a weird one, boys. It's definitely a white people food, but my family used to always have it, LOL. Celery sticks with cream cheese.
Cream
I don't
cheese?
think that's
Yeah.
outrageous.
I'm
No,
a peanut butter and celery guy.
Yeah.
both
that too.
both are acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like celery and French
Ranch.
onion dip.
Yeah.
Ranch, yeah.
No, absolutely.
Celery's good, though. It's good
Celery's
to have
good.
celery as a good
You know, celery
accent.
is negative calories
Really?
because it's like it's got such a high water content that it takes more calories to digest it and chew it than it gives you.
Really?
Wow.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
The more you know.
I think that's the same with like black coffee, right?
Yep.
Just straight black coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big celery guys.
I do. Yeah. That, I mean, that's why I drink coffee. You know, because it's one of those things where it's something that's not water. You know, like to me, coffee's biggest thing is it's not water, even though it's water based. Like I get that, but it's got some flavor to it. Shad 216, lemon pepper wings, and not the lemon pepper you get from the store. I'm talking about the powdered lemon pepper you get from those chicken and seafood spots that accepts EBT and gas stations.
The white shit.
It
look like cocaine,
but
it's
seasoning,
not.
Yeah,
that shit is.
When I was in East Lansing, every single year for the big game, what we got was a tray of the whole wing cracked chicken from Eastside Fish Fry.
Oh,
dude, those are the best whole wings you'll ever have in your entire life. I'm telling you. If you're in East Lansing, go to Eastside Fish Fry, get the whole wing cracked chicken, and get some catfish bites. Oh, man.
That sounds great.
Shit's so good. I miss it so much.
Mike O, almost time to detox at the rec center this afternoon. Mike O went kind of off the rails last night on a Tuesday.
Hey, get it how you live, brother. I've been there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we've all been there, but it doesn't change the fact that it's aggressive.
It's fair.
Tuesday.
Maybe he has Wednesdays off.
Still, though, I mean, it's Tuesday night is still aggressive.
Yeah.
It was pint night at O'Kelly's up in Mount Pleasant.
Shout out.
Fire up.
It's what?
Pint night.
Oh.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, it's a college town. That's different.
There's a
Right.
different
Every
drink
night is
special every
Gluten-free
night,
pints?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
okay.
love
I was
gluten.
just wondering if what your staple is. Like, do you not?
Chase the big gluten guy.
I'll buy the
Bread.
gluten-free Oreos for my buddy because he has a big gluten intolerance. But like, I'll eat gluten. I don't mind lactose. I got ice cream in the fridge, or in the freezer, I guess.
I'm getting some love. My guy Poole on Twitter said jalapeno poppers should have been on our list.
They should have.
I love some jalapeno poppers.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, that's one of those things, though, like you're going to buy them, right? Like from the frozen food
Well,
section.
if you sweet,
Yeah.
you know how to make them. But yeah,
I'm not going through, I'm
times.
sorry.
I mean, if
I'm not going through all that to
that
hand make
is a
them.
lot, you got to cut the jalapenos, make the seasoning, wrap them in bacon. Like,
No. Sorry. I love hosting and everything, but
Yeah.
I'm not going through all that, guys.
Right. It's
Sorry.
something extra. If you got it there, cool. But it's not mandatory.
Mike O, we have a Mike O update. Tuesday night is pool league night. There's pool leagues, huh?
Hey,
go.
shout
Still a
out.
thing?
yeah,
My
there's
dad's
pool-
in a Sunday
there's pool
pool
league
league.
at Sandbaggers by my house.
Yeah.
Like true little pool, man.
Dart leagues, they still a thing?
Oh yeah, there's a
I'm
dart
sure.
league at Sandbaggers by my house too. Shout out Centerline's finest.
Sandbaggers, baby.
It's been there forever. They got great burger specials on Saturday and Monday. $5 burger. Can't really beat it. It's a delicious burger.
All right, cool. Cody, Neil's butler does the food prep. No, I got to do it myself. I don't waste cap space on a butler.
Waste
fair.
cap space.
You see what I'm saying?
That's how I'm gonna start telling it to my wife. Like, yeah, we ain't got enough money. It's not in the cap.
Yeah, we don't have the cap space for
Right.
that.
We don't have the cap space.
Is Muffaletta a Super Bowl snack, Mike G? You're goddamn right it is. It is in my circles.
It sounds good.
It's really
It's in the party
Mark in the
sub
chat
family.
says mozzarella sticks were said ?
Oh.
I don't think somebody said it, but to
No.
me, I thought about it, but they get cold.
I was thinking some kind of fried food like that, whether it be, the
Potato skins,
potato
maybe.
skins,
Oh, yeah.
the mac and cheese bites, something like that, for sure.
Also delish.
Another NBA trade. The Boston Celtics are trading Jaden Springer and their 2030 second-round pick to the
Wow.
Rockets.
For
Wow.
what?
Both teams are exchanging heavily protected second-rounders.
Shaking up the league right
So
there.
it's just like a money dump. So that's it.
2030.
2030, man. You guys want something like a paper trail? Go look at NBA teams' future draft picks and read those roadmaps.
Oh my God.
They're trading for what? That's like a 12-year-old just traded.
Right. Pretty much.
It is pretty wild when you start sorting that stuff out.
Sandra Dorton says lemon squares for desserts. My desserts, anytime I just buy they're like the Kroger like good little bites. Like they come in like the plastic tin and they're the little bite-sized brownies, little cups. Those,
Yeah.
You get the good batch of them. They're nice and moist. Those boys, fuck, dude. I love those things.
Yeah, let's do the break right now, and then we'll come back, and I got to ask you guys a question. Real quick before we cut away. The real K77.
Shout out.
In the super chat. I donate more, but I don't have the cap space. Hello?
I'm telling you.
That is
I'm about
fair.
to start using that shit.
That's elite.
We appreciate you sliding in that second round.
Yeah. Unprotected second rounder. Thank you very much, real K77.
It all helps.
I appreciate you, no doubt. Woodward merch, everybody. That's right. Get ready for the playoff push. Get the car flags out and then chase that with a new Red Wing shirt from shop.woodwardsports.com. Get ready for the playoffs, everybody. It's happening. Shop.woodwardsports.com.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports. Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce here, Big D Energy, every Tuesday and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Listen, trust the guy that I trusted, help win 4 Stanley Cups. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com. Call 248-426-9944.
In the chat, Thomas Perry. Neil, I heard the Tigers are offering $185 million for Bregman. How close are they? Can they get this deal done? Let's go. Let's go,
true,
Tigers.
Very close.
It's the last year. Like the problem isn't necessarily the money.
It's the length.
It's
yeah.
the length. Like Bregman wants 6 years, which I would want 6 years.
Yeah.
Because it's the last contract he's going to sign.
Yeah, the last big money contract.
The last big money contract he's going to sign. So, Mike G, I just dusted off my old Red Wing nut hat. My old wing nut hat, by the way. Remember, those were prime your time, D-Mac.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they're coming back, too.
Yeah. So, okay, I was going to ask you guys a football question. And this is going to be part of a bigger topic that I'm gonna do tomorrow because we ran out of time today. Are you guys ready to admit that you're going to watch the Super Bowl? Are we done lying?
I never said I wasn't.
No, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like D-Mac, you were never not going to watch, right?
No.
You're going to watch.
Yeah.
You never lied
It should be a
about
great game.
It'll hurt my soul the whole time.
It did dawn on me. Like I was trying to think about that, but the luster's off when you get a chance to get close. Like it hurt. Like it's the same way as like back in the day. Even when we lost, you'd watch the final. I'd watch the finals as a fan, the fan part of me. So I think it would be a good game too. So I'm excited to see how it plays out, to see what the storylines and the conspiracy theories are. Who the referees are.
Wow, D-Map Zoom. I'm not. I don't care. Crazy Clown. I rarely watch the entire Super Bowl. Cody Engel. I'll observe the Super Bowl. I'm not going to plan my Sunday around it. See, I'm salty's honest.
I'll observe the Super Bowl? What does that mean?
Yeah, you're going to watch.
Yeah.
I'm salty. I'll watch in pain. See, I'm looking for that kind of honesty.
Right.
That's what I'm looking for because we're all going to watch. Danny G, I'm literally not going to. Yes, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Some of y'all in this bitch lying. I'm sorry.
Yes, you are. Chuck, I'm not watching live, but I will watch it Monday morning. You guys are liars, dude.
Field training. Training for what? He just put training.
No, for real, man. Like what are you gonna do? Okay, if you guys are being honest, then I want to hear. What are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do? The FOMO will kick in. You'll have to watch.
You're watching.
Definitely watch.
Dumbo Jumbo. I'm only watching the fourth quarter. Well, then you may as well just watch the whole thing. Then, like, stop lying.
Are you, Spenny? You'll be locked into the Super Bowl halftime show. I know that.
Yeah.
It's your boy
right.
Kendrick Lamar. Like I think with the Super Bowl, Neil. Here's the thing: the game isn't as much. You have to be more of a fan, but because of all the things around it, like I was interested in the commercials. I want to see what the
Everybody
commercials
is,
are.
D-Mac.
What the show is, anything like that. So I think the pageantry. I'm looking forward to more than the game because it's more disappointment. So maybe that's where it's at. But all the intricacies, I want to see Lamar, Kendrick Lamar's spit shine Drake a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
In front of billions.
I was told he's not going to do that song.
Yeah.
No, he's doing the song.
Easy told me he's not doing it.
He did.
Easy is also a closeted Drake fan, so we don't take his opinion. But I mean, he'll perform the song. How much of it is really the question. I'm not sure he'll get the whole song off.
No, but
for
Easy
it.
told me he's not going to sing it.
Yeah, well, that's Easy. Once again,
I
closeted.
was told he's not going to sing
told.
it. Yeah.
Easy been
We'll
having a
find
hard
out,
time.
but see,
since
another
this-
reason to tune in, right? Like, think about, like, even if you're not a football fan, but you know the drama, like, everybody's tuning in, the eyeballs for the halftime show. I mean, it's probably work. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's probably work.
Chuck Brewer, Neil, remember I'm in the UK. All right, I forgot about that. That's facts, by the way.
It's already dark over there.
D-Mab Zune, I'm going to be at work getting tortured since I work at a pizza joint. D-Mab, I did that a couple back in the day. I did that a couple of times too, man. That pre-Super Bowl first quarter rush, man.
Oh, it's horrible. That's why you got to get your shit ahead
And
of
then
time.
halftime, it pops off again. And then in the second quarter, it like drops off, and then you just get popped again. I remember those days. I'll lock in for Kendrick for sure. Okay, so at least people are somewhat being honest. D's 411. I always watch the Super Bowl. Like, I don't see how you're a sports fan and you don't watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
What do you watch if you don't watch the Super Bowl? What do you watch? You know what I'm saying?
Antiques Roadshow.
The Grey Cup. Now, if you said no,
Puppy
Neil.
Bowl.
Oh, yeah, the Puppy Bowl will be on.
Oh, stop.
Some people watch that.
My sister watches the Puppy Bowl.
What is that? What is the okay?
It's just a bunch of dogs puppies running around playing with toys all day.
Like that dog show that's on ESPN?
No, they literally
just put them in a pen.
They put them all in a
and
pen.
Put different jerseys on them and put toys in there. And if they get it
And they go
to
crazy.
over a line, they give them a point.
Yeah,
and-
if one carries a toy through the end zone, it's a puppy touchdown.
Look at Neil like, what the Neil like,
You guys are messing with me right now.
It's real.
It goes all day too.
Yeah.
We'll watch it if it was cats.
People love
They
that.
have,
I
the
boycott
kitten halftime show.
Kitten halftime show.
Yeah,
Why they got to be the halftime show? Why can't they be in the main show?
because dogs are better.
That's a fact.
Why don't they do dogs versus cats?
That would be cool. I'd watch that.
You know what's funny though? If they gave me the bag, I would do the play-by-play for it.
I
I'm
know
not
you
gonna
would.
lie.
I know you
Oh yeah, dude,
You know that.
A
for
dream
sale.
job of mine is to be the ref of the Puppy Bowl.
What station is it on?
Animal Planet, I think.
Yeah.
Hey Annie, go hit up the Animal Planet people. See what kind of bag that is. I might be interested. We'll have to eliminate this tape though.
The ref
Me
looks like he
talking
has so
trash.
much fun all the time. He just comes in, he gives penalties to puppies, he picks them up. He's
Giving
like, no
a penalty
fighting.
to a puppy is crazy.
It's a great time.
Super Bowl Wilson won. Neil, quit playing dumb. Bro, legit. Have never watched a second of the Puppy Bowl. Didn't know what it was. I thought it was like literally a dog show.
Yeah, no.
No, Puppy Bowl's electric.
People tune in, man.
Shelby Rice. They give him punny names like Aiden Ruffinson.
They do.
They do not.
No, they do.
Yeah,
It's
they
a-
do.
It's a fact. Neil, I know this is new to your world. This exists.
They do.
Let's do it for the Grey Cup. All right.
All right, I'm down.
What?
Gromit 0237. The Bud Bowl was classic. I do miss the Bud Bowl. Was one of my favorite. You know, as that they bring in the 40 ounce, the freezer, like,
Yeah.
and he'd run into the end zone with all the other bottles hanging off him.
Yeah.
I love to see that the 40 ounce got some mainstream love.
Yeah, it did for a short time. Those things are disgusting, by the way. I
Why?
don't see how people do them. Like, people drinking 40 ounces of fucking that shit, the malt liquor.
We did
Yeah,
a 40
malt liquor
party one
sucks.
time.
It's horrible.
We took the racks out of the fridge, bought every single 40 from a party store,
Yeah.
and put it in the fridge.
You was trying to
I
get
mean,
your black card. That's all.
Regular beer's fine, but you know, I used to grab the 2 for $5 Budweisers or whatever
Yeah.
the 40s were.
Yeah.
Like, it was a great starter for the evening.
It was all right.
You can get a 40 of Miller High Life at second best.
Yeah, you can. They sell
For real?
They sell
Yeah.
they sell 40s at second best.
No, nobody told me that until just now.
Swear.
Just Neil with his 40 ounce.
Old Noah, like the second game of the year, he was playing Edward 40 hands by
Yeah,
himself before
Chris
the Bucks
did.
game.
Chris did Edward 40 hands for one of the games too.
Perfect. Be Retro Gamer, talk hockey. Well, Be Retro Gamer, yes, sir.
Well,
We did talk hockey.
Like an hour and a half.
for the whole first
Right.
hour of the show.
Literally the
So
whole show.
sorry for the last 2 minutes. We're talking fucking Puppy Bowl, man.
All right, that's enough.
Hey.
Ethan Roselle asked a question. Does Mike Vick have any stake in the Puppy Bowl?
Oh, okay. All right.
All
let's,
right.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
we outta-
now we can't
we
do
outta
that.
control.
So, all
Yeah,
right.
I'll do it.
Yeah, we
All
out of
right, that's
control.
it. Okay, that'll do it. Tomorrow, Thursday show. I do have a sensitive Lions topic to bring up tomorrow.
Oh God, here you go.
So we'll do it. Lots of talk about St. Ides and Mickey's. That's a good time to end this, okay? For Darren McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter, and of course the Chase Lounge, I'm Neil Rule. Thanks for tapping in. Well, see you later.